What's up, everybody? It's your man JFILT from howtomakeverysickbeats.com, and welcome to the 4th edition of Knowledge Inspired Beat Making Tips. So let's get into it. Check this out, guys. And before I get into it, I want to ask you guys a question. You know, we've been having these beat battles. If you've been following like folks on IG, we had DJ Premier versus RZA, and you've had some other guys. It's just been crazy epic battles. You know, Timberland versus Swiss Beats. Shout out to those two, and on and on and on. My question is, if you had knowledge versus fill in the blank, what would you say? Write it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Fly low? I don't know, man. It might be crazy, man. Y'all let me know. That's something to think about, man. I would love to see that. Anyway, you're gonna get this so easily, and you might already know this, but for those that don't, this is for those who don't know this. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to listen to this beat right here and pay attention to the hi-hats. Let's go. That's just stupid, man. Just ridiculous. And it's so simple, man. We're going to talk about those hi-hats. Now, for those who like to quantize, turn this off now. We're not quantizing. That's the thing. That's the subject of this, man. You know, a lot of the things that make real sick sounding swingy beats is because they're not quantizing, man. And you might not even be using the swing functions. You could just use your God-given human real-time swing. You know, no quantize, just real-time. Whatever you do, that's what comes out. And that's what we're going to do. I'm working on a beat, as usual. And I want you to hear the difference, man. Here's my beat. It's just a simple 4-bar loop. You know what I'm saying? Hey. And notice how my kick is going. And that's another thing about the track is it's like a drive, so almost like a house type of beat. Boom, 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 all the way through. Doom, 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 doom. That's gonna help drive it, right? So what you could do is, okay, use 16th hi-hats. That means this, and this will be the quantized version, which I don't want y'all to do. Listen. For those that, you know, you like to step record, you can just type those, use your mouse button, and, you know, all that good stuff, which y'all, you know, some folks do. You know, and it's just straight through that. No, we're not doing that. So we're going to mute that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Serato sample. Check this out. Okay, here we go. Now I can't hear it. Why not? Because I had it muted. All right, here we go. I got this hi-hat going, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create copies of it. And I've done something like this on the MPC. So this is I guess you could consider this the DAW version of that, the MPC version, which I did, talking about hi-hats and how you could use 16 levels and all that good stuff. But what I'm going to do is copy this a few times. So, okay, I'm going to hit this key, this key, this key, this key, this key. Boom, 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 boom. So I have 5 copies of this same exact. Why not do one more? Okay. So it's all the same hi-hat. But here's the difference. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do our own little bootleg way of velocity, 16 level velocity. And since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 6 different copies of the same thing. I'm going to have 6 different velocities. So I'm going to leave this here. That's going to be the loudest one. And then I'll go to the next one, right? This one right here, I'll put the level down just a little bit, right? Then I'll go to the next one. I'll go further down. So I'm making them softer as I go. Another one, make that softer. This one, softer. And then the last one, really soft. Okay, so now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what you could do is even like filter some of them, you know. The point is you want them all to sound a little different. Maybe filter that a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Bam, bam, right? So now you got all kind of different hi-hats going on, right? And it's the same thing, right? Yeah, so bam, I got all these different hi-hats from one hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it live. The 16th notes live. And the other key thing is when I'm playing it live, I'm using these different notes. You know what I'm saying? Just random, like instead of doing this all the way through, I'm gonna switch it up, you know? And I'm using several different fingers. I'm not just using one finger. I'm using my right hand and my left hand, just different fingers for each key. And then the last key is to kind of play behind the beat. You're not going to be exactly on the beat. You're going to be a little behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the trick. We're going to record it and see what it sounds like. Here we go. 2, ready, go. See how it's different ones going on versus this, the quantized version. See, the quantized version is just too boring, right? It's just boring. Now, what I just did, unquantized with the different velocities. And you could get even more sloppier than that. Let me do this. I'm gonna erase that and get even more like super wonky. Like this, and this is the key. Like, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, like you're drunk. That's a good analogy. All right. So really, really off. You see how off that is, man? But I enjoy it, man. You know what I'm saying? You could always add more elements on it and then have like another hi-hat that's playing more straight if you want to. That's the thing that I do a lot too. So there you go. So use different levels, change those pitches up, and use velocity, use different velocities, and filter some of them. And this can all be from one single hi-hat, all one single hi-hat, and do your thing and get sloppy with it. And you know, more, you know, bass line. I'm still working on a beat, so bear with me. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. More videos on the way. Please do not forget to subscribe. Hit that notify bell so you don't miss any of these videos. Check out all the links down below this, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm sending peace and positive energy.